Sorry, I'm exhausted. I was in Virginia all weekend canvassing for Bernie, knocking doors. I took a car of 4 people down. We knocked 600 doors yesterday. We knocked another 200 this morning. That is 800 doors. And from this experience, this is why I think Bernie is going to win. It's not because I knocked it. It's not because I knocked the doors. No. But doing that has convinced me more than ever that Bernie is going to win this primary. Bernie Sanders will be the first circumcised president in the United States because everyone in this room is going to canvass for him. And a lot of you are looking at me now like, what? And that's fine, but let me break it down for you. This is y'all right now. You're enjoying this wonderful comedy show, you're laughing, but all these people agreeing with you. It's very fun. You specifically are this lady. That's you. And then this is y'all. Everybody here votes, right? Is everybody registered to vote? Does everybody know that the deadline is April 24th and they're going to get their friends to register? Right? So we all know this, and that makes you all freaks. Because most people are checked out and they don't care, and that's especially true in the primaries. Less than 15% of people in both parties vote in each primary. So this is you. This is what you do all day. You refresh 538 and you look at Real Clear Politics and you freak out and you don't do anything and you tweet shit like Bernie's dick reminds me of a goose or whatever, or I'm gonna suck Bernie's whole dick. I know one of you in this room tweeted this. And it's fun, but in reality what you're doing is you're basically appealing to this guy and you're leaving out everyone else because 80% of people are not on Twitter. So what you're going to start doing is canvassing. Now the reason you're going to canvass is because the most intense study they did about whether canvassing or not works, they did in the UK in 2014, right? And they found out it doesn't change anybody's mind. But however you're leaning, if you get talked to, it jumps up like 8 to 10 points depending on whether you get canvassed, how likely it is you're going to vote. So that's like swinging the likelihood that someone you talk to 6 to 10 points on average. It's especially strong if they're like a mushy centrist. Like, so all these people that we're making fun of, we got to go talk to them now to get them to vote for Bernie. Because he wasn't saying anything. So if we get someone who's actually saying good shit, they'll probably be down and we can corral them and make them vote, all right? Now you're being like, I can't do this, I'm a big baby. This is you, I can't do it, I'm too busy, I'm too scared, I'm too horny tweeting about Bernie. And I'm gonna dispel some of this. This is the biggest thing. I'm too scared, I'm too anxious. People were saying backstage, oh, I'd have to get high before I canvass or talk to anyone. No, this is not true. Okay, all you need to do is you need to get yourself and 2 people that look kind of like you and a little baby. And you go to a canvas and you meet a very professional woman typically. It's always a professional woman, and you go, we want to help, and she goes, okay, calm down. You go, what do we do? And she goes, okay, I'm going to get you set up. Just calm down. Fine. So she's going to set you up with this thing. Everybody uses it. It's called Minivan. You create a little login. You get a list of addresses, gives you a map, tells you where to go. You can walk everywhere. It's super simple. So there are 3 true outcomes of canvassing. The first one, you see someone, Cape God, okay, who is this gonna be? This white woman opens the door, you go, hi, I'm a volunteer with the Bernie Sanders campaign. Do you know who you're supporting on Super Tuesday? She goes, I'm gonna vote for Mayor Pete because Bernie Sanders is racist. And she's not gonna do that anymore, but it's frustrating, right? It sounds bad, demoralizing, right? No, this is good. This is a good outcome. Why? Because now she is off the list. You have taken the bullet for someone else who is going to talk to the person who's actually going to vote for Bernie Sanders. That was a good thing that you just did. So then you go to another one. Come back with the warrant. This was from 8 a.m. this morning. Like, this is an actual thing. And you knock on the door, and the guy opens it, and you go, "Hi, I'm canvassing for Bernie Sanders. Do you want to vote for Bernie on Tuesday?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a nurse. I'll do that." And then you say, "Do you want to volunteer?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just work 16 hours. Sure, I'll get around to that for you. Why not?" And so you meet him halfway. You get him one tick there. You remind him to vote. You find out that he's in our team, right? This is also good because now we know that he's a guy to follow up with. Maybe he volunteers in the future for the general election. We're getting data. And then you're juking the odds, especially, like we said, with the mushy center people, right? So this is the final. You go to a house, seems very spooky. You answer the door. This guy looks at you and he goes, "I love not fucking knowing anything about politics." And you say, "Well, why is that?" And he goes, "Because I have a toothache, and that's why I bought all these guns, and I can't afford to get it fixed because I bought these guns." And you go, "Okay, well, have you heard about Medicare for All? Dental is actually covered, and it taxes mostly millionaires and billionaires, so people can just go get the care they need before it gets any worse." And he looks at you, and he goes, "Damn, that sounds crazy." Bernie sounds just as fucking crazy as I am. And this is very rare, but it happens. It's a good outcome, right? You take away some of the conservative people. He won moderates in Nevada, right? This is good. We're getting data. We're increasing the chances that the good votes happen. We're decreasing the chances that the bad votes happen. It's not changing minds. You don't have to argue. You're not proselytizing. You're not a Mormon. It's Normandy. It's much easier. It's everybody getting involved in just overwhelming the system so the people who make the decisions have the data. You don't have to fight anyone. Nobody's going to fight you. You're talking to registered Democrats. It's a primary, right? That's you. That's you right there. That's also you. That's you getting yelled at by a Liz lad for some reason, so that this guy doesn't go there and then talks to the cool nurse earlier, right? That's what it is. So, I need you all to repeat after me. I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
To fight for someone I do not know.
To fight for someone I do not know.
By promising to try canvassing at least one time for Bernie.
By promising to try canvassing at least one time for Bernie.
Because the only way we win is if we fight.
Because the only way we win is if we fight.
Also, Zach has a lot of student debt and daddy needs that gone. You can be part of the community. If you find trash on the ground, you can just pick it up whenever you want. Get rid of it. Anyways, the people out in the lobby, they're with an organization called Reclaim. They're doing a very good org, big tent. They're getting volunteers. They're going to be canvassing for Bernie as it gets closer. They're canvassing for some great state house, state senators and house senators and all that. I can't say that. I'm so fried from walking around Virginia for the last 48 hours. Anyways, we're all going to do it, and we got work to do, folks, okay? Let's win!